If grooming feels hard, it's not because you're failing. Most Doodle owners feel frustrated, overwhelmed, and honestly a bit guilty about grooming.
And you should know that feeling is incredibly common, because Doodle coats are genuinely harder to care for than people expect. They're a mix of textures, they get tangles in the undercoat where you can't see, and the coat changes as your dog grows up. Online grooming is shown as quick, fluffy and effortless, and that creates unrealistic expectations.
We hear it all the time. I brush, but the groomer still finds mats. That doesn't mean you don't care. It just means no one taught you how Doodle coats actually work.
So in the next few minutes, we're going to show you exactly why brushing isn't working, and the one technique that changes everything for Doodle coats. Here's the thing most Doodle owners never get told. A Doodle coat has two layers. There's the soft, fluffy top coat that you can see. Mats don't start on top. They form out of sight, deep in the undercoat, next to the skin. By the time you can see it on the surface, it's already been there for quite a while.
So when we brush like this, on the surface, it feels productive. The coat looks tidy, but we barely touch the layer where the tangles actually live. And that's not your fault. It's just that no one showed you the technique or tools that actually reaches the undercoat. So let's fix that now.
Before we brush, you need to know where Doodles tangle most. There are 5 tricky spots that mat first, and these are the areas to give the most attention to. Behind the ears, the collar area, the legs, the tail, and the armpits.
There are 2 things to get right before we start brushing. First, it's essential to use a brush that is capable of reaching the undercoat, where the tangles live. So we want longer pins and ideally a flexible head. A basic, fixed head slicker with short pins won't cut it. Second is the technique that actually reaches the undercoat. It is known as line brushing. It looks slower, but it's the difference between a coat that looks tidy on the surface and a coat that's truly tangle-free.
Step 1. Part the coat in a clean horizontal line, pushing the hair upward so you can see the skin underneath. Step 2. Brush only the section you've exposed, short strokes, from the skin outward until that line is nice and smooth. Step 3. Drop a little more coat from your hand and start brushing on your new line, which is slightly higher up. You're working in horizontal rows all the way up the body. That's it. Part, brush, move up, done in lines. You're reaching right down to the skin where the mats actually form, not just the surface.
And one last thing, once you've line brushed the whole coat, run a finishing comb through it, gently but thoroughly, root to tip. If it glides through, you're done. If it catches, you found an area that needs more work and you need to revisit that with your brush. The comb is a checking tool, it's not for detangling. Try not to force it through tangles. Go back to that spot with your line brushing technique instead.
Even 10 minutes of line brushing and focusing on those 5 tricky spots will always beat an hour of surface brushing in a panic. Your groomer will definitely notice the difference and your dog will too. If you want the full step-by-step guide with the full coat map and the gear that actually reaches the undercoat, we've put it all together in one place on our site. The link is in the description below.